What does microdosing taste like with shrooms and smell like? What is this? Now, if this was, for example, for video reasons, let's pretend that this is actually gold cap psychedelic mushrooms. What does it actually smell and taste like? If you're new to the channel, hit the like and subscribe button. What does it smell and taste like when it comes to microdosing? When it comes to microdosing, any kind of a psychedelic, you're taking a low dose of it. Not taking enough to trip. And again, I'm not promoting microdosing. You'll find that a lot of people do microdose. You can microdose different things out there when it comes to THC, when it comes to even different medications, and even when it comes to different supplements, you can microdose. One of the things that has been microdosed a lot, and there is controversy, there is benefits around it, there's a lot around it, is when it comes to a psychedelic. Psychedelics do help with anxiety. They do help with depression. It's one of those that will, any psychiatrist and psychologist that has studied a lot on it are very open-minded to it, because it's something that, yeah, you can prescribe a benzo, you can prescribe, stimulants out there that have addictive properties. When it comes to a psychedelic like mushrooms, they do not have an addictive tendency to them. There is no addictive properties. It doesn't play with your dopamine levels at all. It plays more with your serotonin levels. And what does it smell like? Well, if you were to smell what the powder is, because with the way that at least I was going to microdose, I wanted to do it more in a powder form, because I'm very to measure to scale. I like to measure it all out. I like to calculate out as much as I can to keep it as a controlled trial and error as possible. What does it smell like? Like mold, like almost like alfalfa mold dirt mixture. I mean, it doesn't necessarily smell bad, but it's like, it smells dry, like a dry, flaky, moldy, earthy, like, hint to it. And I mean, what does it taste like? No, it doesn't taste like a morel mushroom. It doesn't taste like mushrooms on a pizza. It kind of has an earthy dirt flavor almost to it. There's nothing that it's not really repelling. It's not one of those that make you gag. When you microdose, at least the way that I was microdosing and have been microdosing and will be microdosing, is I actually scoop it out, measure it out, and I just put it on my tongue, and then I drink water and swallow it. But it doesn't have a bad taste to it. It has an earthy taste to it. Is probably the easiest way that I can explain it. They don't do it in any kind of capsule forms. I mean, you could put it in a capsule. My only thing would be is to make sure that you measure the amount that you put in there, because again, with microdosing, it's not about having the psychedelic effects of the visuals, of the feeling, the stimulation of it. It's more of, there's so little in your system that it's more of the psychological side of helping with the anxiety than it comes to the tripping balls part of it. Because unfortunately, there's such a stigma around psychedelics that it's about tripping. It's about, finding that burning cactus. There's a lot of stigma that comes around when it is to a psychedelic. All the movies out there, like Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas, play off psychedelics a lot differently than what it is when you microdose. What does it taste like, though? It tastes earthy. Tastes earthy, a little bit gritty. Drink some water after it. And I wouldn't suggest to try and mix it up with anything, because it would just make it grimy. And I'm very, very texture oriented. And so anything grimy that I'm drinking, or if it has like thick chunks in it, will make me like hit that gag reflex of me. But putting it in a powder and just drinking some water after it has been no problem at all. Again, the effects of microdosing have been very, very positive. I've stuck to my workout schedule. I've ended up losing weight. I've been a lot more mentally healthy, a lot more physically healthy, and a lot more personable, and a lot more excited with life. I found the joy again. And again, I'm only 5 days into the microdosing with 2 days off. So this next upcoming week is going to be week 2, and I want to share all about it. I'm going to enjoy sharing a lot about microdosing, because I feel that the more that we share, the more trial and error that we share. I would love to see somebody who is struggling, where they are on 6-8 milligrams of Xanax a day, maybe find something out there, whether it's microdosing or something else out there that is healthier, better for them, and helps them through that fight. Again, it's knowing that we're not alone. And anxiety and depression is a fight. I mean, this is what steered me the way of trying microdosing, because I don't want to be on Xanax anymore. I don't want to take it anymore. I'm over that. I don't want to be on Klonopin. I don't want to say, hey, I have to take this benzo if it gets too much and it gets out of control. I've done a lot of life changes, and I feel that there's a lot of situational depression and a lot of situational anxiety. I've went through a lot of it. So I wanted to find something different. I've done weed. Everyone goes, well, it was funny. No one ever brought up and went, hey, try microdosing. Everyone defaulted to, dude, try weed, indica, sativa, edibles, wax, all this different things. Just get a little pen. Man, all of that stuff all it's done is escalated my anxiety. And yeah, I did trial and error through it. It took me once with pretty much each of them to realize that, no, my anxiety is through the roof. This isn't going to work for me. So I started running out of a lot of the options out there, and so I wanted to try this one. So far, it's been a lot of benefits. Again, I am a recovering addict when it comes to alcohol and cocaine. If you are struggling out there, again, I don't promote any kind of drug usage when it comes to anything that's going to end up ruining your life. I do have links below to NA and AA down there. I mean, get support, get help. But again, remember that it's trial and error for you, and everybody is different, and everyone's journey is different, and that you got this and that you matter. So until the next one, you got this. Don't give up.